For many, the anticipation of sex can be intoxicating. But for a rare few, the body refuses what the mind most desires.
My legs would snap shut. My arms would actually push him away. It was something I couldn't control.
It's like hitting a brick wall.
This is a panic attack in the vagina.
And the psychological toll can be devastating.
I started thinking suicidal thoughts. I felt so defective.
Can doctors find a cure for this rare condition before this young couple is pushed to the brink?
Our marriage was in big trouble.
I just told him, just leave. Just go on with your life. My name is Samira. I'm 24 years old. I live in Brooklyn, New York.
When I met Sam, she was 21. She's a loving young girl, full of energy.
There's never a dull moment with Firas. It's always so much fun. We're like two kids in the world.
We both come from an Arabic background. We're both Muslim. We pray, the same way. We speak the same language. We eat the same food.
When I was in high school, typical American girls would be dating, going to the high school dances. I wasn't allowed to do that, mostly because in my culture, my parents had strict rules. Like, I couldn't date boys because dating leads to sex, and there's no premarital sex allowed. You can't have sex. If you have sex, you will lose your virginity, and no one will marry you. You'll grow old, and you'll be ashamed to the family. When I was in college, I met a lot of Muslim American men, and no one really caught my eye. Then a friend introduced me to Firas, and it was like love at first sight.
After hanging out with her, I knew that this is the girl I want to be with for the rest of my life.
In the craziness of the wedding planning, I knew that I had to go see an OBGYN to get a birth control prescription because me and Firas didn't want to get pregnant right away. When the doctor tried to insert the device inside of me, I spasmed. My legs clamped shut, and I jumped. After about 20 minutes of trying to conduct the pap smear, the doctor told me to take a break, and she asked me a lot of questions. After she thought a little bit, she told me, well, the problem wasn't physical, it was a little more psychological. She was like, this is a sex therapist, give her a call.
And I was like, what? A psychiatrist, for what? My thoughts was, you know what, this is normal for girls to be nervous before their wedding.
Vaginismus is a panic attack in the vagina. So they get tight. They get where they go like this in their vagina. Very often we call it the princess syndrome. They're treated like little dolls, and they're kept back from exploring the world and therefore exploring their bodies.
Vaginismus is really not about sex. It's about the woman, her relationship with her vagina, and how she moves about life with all the functions of the vagina.
The therapist kept telling me, we're gonna get through this together. We're gonna see you at least once or twice a week, as much as I can.
She guaranteed us that it will be fixed.
The smile did not leave my face. I did not sit down for 2 seconds. It was the night I always wanted to have. I wanted to have my friends and family around me and watch me marry the man I love and start our life together. But there was something always in the back of my head that something's gonna mess up because everything's going perfect. I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want it to ruin the one chance I got at happiness. When the door closed, it was just me and him in the house. We both took a deep breath and we're like, this is gonna be fine. We're gonna have fun. 2 hours later, we weren't saying that anymore.
It is a quick reaction, it's powerful, it's involuntary, it's a panic reaction.
It just felt like it just didn't belong there. It wasn't gonna go through.
So I said, you know what, don't worry about it. We're gonna be on the honeymoon for a week. Just let's go to sleep right now, and tomorrow's a new day. The first night we went out to dinner, and we went back to the room, and it was starting good, and throughout the whole process, everything is going well until we're about to have intercourse, and it's like hitting a brick wall. That's it, everything shut down.
My whole body reacted. My legs would snap shut. My arms would actually push him away. It was something I couldn't control. I cried myself to sleep almost every single night. I couldn't stop thinking about it. It was something that was always there. It would sit with us at dinner. It would sit with us on the couch. It was just that third body hanging around that we haven't consummated our marriage. So I'm driving on the turnpike and thoughts going through my head, tears blurring my eyes. I said, oh, you know what? All I have to do to solve this problem, just turn the wheel really, really quick. The car will go spinning out of control. Either I'd be paralyzed or I'd be dead. Those will solve the problem. At that point, me and Fras were talking about divorce. It was the worst time in my life. It was my last resort.
Our unique approach to vaginismus is that it's a body-mind approach. Both Dr. Katz and I work together as a team, which is very different than most treatment in vaginismus.
So our treatment will be vaginal penetration training under supervision. We often say that we're going to take you to a vagina gym. Just like you want to train your body, it's just practice, practice, practice.
She said, this week's exercise is going to be a little different. And she said, you're going to attempt intercourse, your first intercourse. And I was like ecstatic, because I was like, I know I could do it, I could do it.
But with her being less nervous, within a couple of minutes, we were able to have intercourse.
I never felt so good in my life.
No physical problem, not at all. No.
You happy with the way things are going?
Is he happy?
I am the happiest guy alive.
I have one question.
Go ahead.
Is there any possibility it can come back to me?
Is there a reason to fear penetration?
No, because I've done it. That's the one thing you've taught me. You've done it.
It's a natural act. Why shouldn't it work?
It was saved our life.
It did, it saved my marriage.
I thought I was nothing. I'm whole again.
I love you.
That's about it. I'm gonna cry again.